Eating Around Lawrence County is really Eating Around Lawrence County with the Lawrence County Sunday Sauce Trail. This is being presented by Visit Lawrence County, which is a tourism board for Lawrence County, Pennsylvania. And this thing is really neat. It's throughout the entire year, 2024, and I think it actually goes into the spring of 2025. So you go to Visit Lawrence County, either to their website or their Facebook page, and you find the Sunday Sauce Trail. They will text you and they will send you a link so that you can sign up and get this passport. It doesn't cost anything. And you go around and eat at these various different Italian restaurants, and they hopefully will have a pin to give you. You put that into your passport and you earn points for prizes. Now, I don't know what the prizes are. I'm hoping that they are food related.
I bet it's tomatoes.
Yeah, and a fork.
Yeah.
But even if they didn't give you anything, this is a lot of fun. So we started off last week because we happened to be in Elwood City, and we started off at Vinny's and went there, and it was really good. And I was glad that, I eat at Vinny's every now and again, but I hadn't in a while. So I was glad that something encouraged me to do that. So what I'm going to do on Eating Around Lawrence County is give you a rundown of all of the places in passport order, according to the Visit Lawrence County Sunday Sauce Trail. And hopefully that will give you an idea of where these places are and what kind of things they have. And I'll give you their hours and their locations and stuff like that. So you can go out and do that. And this is really fun. So I encourage you, get your passport from Visit Lawrence County and start off on the Sunday Sauce Trail. This isn't just for Sundays, by the way. Anytime that the restaurants are open, you can go in. They actually even have a promotional poster in them that has a QR code to get the passport. So if you didn't do it and you happen to be in there, go ahead and get it. And then it doesn't matter. You can order anything on the menu that you want, but you get points for visiting and you get to enjoy delicious Italian food. Now, what we learned, Visit Lawrence County was on Talk Pittsburgh last week with one of the restaurants, VentiSei, from up on Newcastle's east side. And the owner and chef and all-around person who does everything, Denny, was there cooking. And we found out that Lawrence County has the largest concentration of Italian Americans in the entire state of Pennsylvania. I'm not surprised, really, but...
First hearing that, I was a little bit surprised, and then I thought about it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's why we have such a heavy pizza concentration.
Pizza, Italian food.
Per capita.
Yeah.
It's so much sauce.
Yeah, if you remember, if you can actually go and find our podcasts. We did Only Pizza, which was all of the pizza places in Lawrence County, and we actually have been going back and adding people, which we need to. There's a couple here that we need to add that I didn't know that they had pizza until recently, or that they were. We tried to give a designation, like if it said Pizzeria in the name. So now we have to go back and do things. Because believe me, in Lawrence County and Newcastle,
what a pain.
Everybody has pizza.
What we sacrifice for our listeners. Having to eat delicious pizza. Oh,
it's hilarious though. I'm not kidding. Like every bar you go to has pizza, and it's homemade pizza. Like they're making the crust, they're making the sauce, whatever.
Yeah.
Every place. Some of the little stores have pizza and they make it. You know what I mean? It's like, so it was crazy. It was a crazy endeavor to begin with, but it's even crazier when you consider that. So,
it is a spin-off podcast, but these are my favorite episodes because we get to go around and eat food.
Absolutely. We also did one on hot dogs because Lawrence County, Newcastle is also known as the hot dog capital of the world. And if you go and listen to that podcast series, you'll know why. So today, this is just a one-off. We could visit all these restaurants and tell you all about their spaghetti and everything, but we're just doing this today to promote the Sunday Sauce Trail and hopefully encourage you to take a trip down that trail.
And now we take you live to the Sauce Report with Mary Mac.
So here we go. Number 1 on the list is 4 Pizzeria and Grille. That's a pizzeria that we did not get pizza from for our pizza podcast, so we will be visiting there. 4 descended from, well, here's the chain. First there was 2 Tomato, and then 2 Tomato expanded into 3 Tomato, but then 3 Tomato said, we're really getting tired and old. So 4 Tomato came along, but 4 doesn't have the tomato. It's 4.
Was there ever a 1 Tomato?
I don't think.
Okay.
I think there was a husband and wife that were 2 tomatoes.
Mm.
But I could be making that up, but it sounds very cute and I like it. So I'm going to keep it. However, 4 is, I believe, the children of 2 and 3 who have now made 4. And I have eaten there. I've eaten at 2 Tomato, I've eaten at 3 Tomato, and I have eaten at 4. And the food is very good.
We just got to try their pizza now.
Yes, I have not had the pizza. I didn't even think about having the pizza, to be honest, because they have so much good stuff on their menu. But we've been out there. There's a party room you can rent. They have a beautiful dining room. Very nice. It's a very nice restaurant. The food is very good. The sauce. I love their sauce. I love their meatballs. I love their pasta. It's very good. So if you haven't eaten at 4, it's in Neshannock Township, which is slightly north of Newcastle. The address is 2409 Wilmington Road, and Wilmington Road is also Route 18. So it's out there in Neshannock Township on Route 18, 2409 Wilmington Road / Route 18. They have a full, huge menu of everything. They have pizza, pasta, sandwiches, salads, all kinds of stuff. And they are open Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 10 and Saturday from 4 to 10. So I encourage you to stop there. I believe we ate there one time. They had a really nice outdoor dining area too on the back. So yeah, it's a nice place and it's big. I'll tell you one thing. It's a nice place to take a group of people because they do a very nice job with a group of people. Okay, the next place is near 4. It's actually on the other side of the street, a little bit up the road, and that's called Gallo's Italian Villa. That is at 2420 Wilmington Road, just up the street, like I said, also Route 18 / Wilmington Road. And Gallo's has been around for a long time.
I feel like I have been to so many parties at Gallo's.
Yes, they have
that. I've never gone there just to eat. I've only gone there with giant groups of people.
Yes, and they actually have enlarged it. They used to have a room on the back where you went, that you could rent for parties, but now I don't know if they still have that room, but they have a giant room on the left side facing of the restaurant that holds a lot of people. And I've been there for a couple of events. They do a very nice buffet. Again, they have a good menu, shall I say, an enormous menu, and they have just about anything you want in Italian cooking. They also serve, I should say this also, 4 serves wine, alcohol, so does Gallo's. You can get a glass of wine in there. And it's good. Everything's good. And Gallo's is open every day from 11 to 10. So if you need food that is Italian, that's the place. And like I said, it's very good. It's a great place to try, and it's also in Neshannock. The next one has 2 locations, and we actually did this on our Only Pizza podcast. Mangino's Pizzeria is on the list. When you call Mangino's, they say, were you calling Mahoningtown or Neshannock? Because apparently there was a lot of confusions when they opened up the Neshannock business. Mangino's Pizzeria in Mahoningtown only offers takeout. They do, however, have a pizza window display where they have slices of all of their pizzas. You can go in and get a slice and have it heated up.
And the park is right there. So if you want to, it's a nice day, you can go pick up a pizza, go eat in the park.
Yes. And they have other things. They have jar after jar of biscotti. They have different salads you can get that are Italian salad, which might be like an olive salad, which is a lot of olives mixed together. They have that kind of thing. Antipasto, that kind of. So they have those salads.
It's just
a lot of olives.
Only olives.
Yeah, it's all different kinds of olives. You just get them and eat them. They have all kinds of stuff.
I've never. We're in Western Pennsylvania, so I've seen a lot of things called salads that people elsewhere would never call a salad. All olive salad, just that tops
they have
everything.
all kinds of stuff. They have roni rolls. They have pizza greens. They
they're
have
dugouts.
garlic knots. They have these dugout sandwiches, which are, they take a half a loaf of bread, scoop it out, and stuff it full of meatballs. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. Now, the Mangino's, like I said, the Mangino's Pizzeria in Mahoningtown doesn't have any seating. It's all takeout, but you can walk in and get slices, or you can order pizzas. However, the Mangino's in Neshannock, which is at 2710 Wilmington Road, again in the same neighborhood as 4 and Gallo's, but up the road further. But they have a seating area and they have a bigger menu. They have more stuff. So Mangino's Pizzeria in Neshannock is more like a restaurant. You can also get takeout, but you can go in there and eat. Now, the Pizzeria in Mahoningtown is open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 8. But Mangino's in Neshannock, being as it's more like a restaurant and stuff, is open from 11 till 8 Monday through Thursday and 11 till 9 Friday and Saturday. And they have, their sauce is very good. Their meatballs are very good. They have a different type of a pizza crust that you've probably never had before if you're from outside of Newcastle. It has a very crisp edge to it, but a very light, crunchy crust. It's a good, different sort of a pizza crust. Their food is very good. Now, moving on, we're going south to Elwood City, to Nico Luciano's, which is phenomenal. Nico's is right by Ewing Park in Elwood City. The high school football fields and baseball fields are right next to it. It's just off of Route 65. It's an old log cabin-looking building. This place has been a restaurant for a long time.
It is gorgeous inside.
Yes, it's gorgeous inside. It's just like this, it's like the dining room is this big log building. It's very, very pretty. Nico's is open Wednesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. Their street address is 813 Woodside Avenue in Elwood City. And they have a very, very nice menu. They have pizza, which we also did their pizza on our Only Pizza podcast. Their pizza is really good. Their pasta dishes, they probably have more, what I would say, traditional pasta dishes than a lot of places do. Everything they make is just phenomenal. I mean, what's the one I was thinking of? I always get gnocchi.
Yeah, I got the gnocchi with blackened chicken.
Yes.
So good.
Very good. Their chicken parmesan is awesome. So Nico's, you can't miss with Nico's. The only thing with Nico's is the dining room is not, the building looks really big, but the dining room is not as big as you would think it is because the kitchen is really big. So a lot of times it's hard to get a seat there and they don't take reservations. Nico's is a great place to get takeout from because you can pick it up and then drive back maybe like a quarter of a mile, and Ewing Park is back there, and there's all these picnic pavilions. There's lots of places to just go and eat. So it's a great place to get takeout and then go into a park, especially if you have kids, because they have a nice playground there. So that's a great one to go to. Very, very good. Next, we're coming back into Newcastle, but we're going up to the east side to Pagley's Pasta and More. That's at 1235 East Washington Street in Newcastle. Open from 11 to 9 Wednesday through Saturday and 11 to 7 on Sunday. Pagley's has been around for a while.
Mima's favorite.
Pagley's is very, very good. They have 3 or more different sauces that they make. They have a good red sauce. It's a little on the sweeter side if you like that sweeter pasta sauce. Then they do a marinara, which is very good. It's a little bit spicy, not sweet, very, very good. And then they do a very good pink sauce, which is just awesome. They make their own raviolis fresh every day that are, oh my gosh, they are so good. They make their own cavatelli. They have a lot of good Italian type of appetizers and stuff. It's a good restaurant. They also make a really good steak there. And they make pizza. They have pizza, and their pizza's pretty good too. They have a fair size menu. It's not enormous. They also have a nice little bar so you can get a glass of wine with your pasta. And they have a decent sized dining room. They have a room you can get for parties, and then they have a bar area that also has tables. Pagley's is really nice and very good. We eat there reasonably often. Next on our list, we have Soni's Italian restaurant. This is also, there's so many on Wilmington Road. Here's another Wilmington Road further out. Remember, that's Route 18. This is at 3909 Wilmington Road in Newcastle. This is pretty far out in Neshannock Township, and I'll tell you how far it is. It's out by the car dealerships. Soni's, I'm not sure if Soni's serves wine or not. I can't remember. Soni's is open Monday through Thursday from 11 to 8, Friday and Saturday 11 to 9. And they are very well known for their homemade food. They make everything from scratch. They have scratch desserts. I mean, all kinds of stuff from scratch. Their sauce is really good. Here's Soni's just in a nutshell. When you pull into Soni's to park, you smell garlicky tomato sauce. That's what you smell. And then it gets better from there. So, Soni's also has pasta, pizza, salads, sandwiches, desserts. It's a very, very good place. I don't believe they have like a separate party room, not sure, but the restaurant itself is really pretty and very nice. So if you like very rich, garlicky tomato sauce, you will love Soni's because that's it. It's very good food. Next up is the only place that's only opened on Sundays, and that is the Ladies of the Dukes. The Ladies of the Dukes are wives, sisters, grandmothers, aunts, whatever, of the Dukes, which is a men's club. So the Ladies of the Dukes sell all sorts of pasta dishes on Sundays to raise money for the various things that they do with their club, you know. And they have a unique sauce. You can buy it in stores. It's called Mama Pia's. It's the sauce they've made forever. It's good. It's a very good... It's one of those really, really, really slow-cooked Italian sauces that really builds the flavor from cooking it forever and ever and ever.
It's become my default one when I go to the grocery store, and I didn't know that was their sauce.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, oh, this looks good, and then I tried it, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that's Mama Pia's.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is at 1114 North Croton Avenue, Newcastle, PA. I'm going to give you the phone number because the Ladies of the Dukes... I think they take reservations, but I know you can order takeout. They're only open on Sundays from 11 to 6, but you can call, I think starting around 9:30 or 10, you can call for takeout. I believe, like I said, I believe you can make reservations. So their phone number is 724-658-9258. They have so much, first of all, like I said, they're famous for their sauce. They also make raviolis. They make different, I think they make cavatelli, but they have several different kinds of pasta you can get when you go there. They have meatballs. And I was told by my neighbor that they do catering. Now, I have zero idea how to get a hold of them for catering or anything. You obviously have to do this on a Sunday. But it is well worth it. Their ravioli, it's like 2 raviolis is all you need. They're enormous and delicious. Their sauce is very good. Their meatballs, everything is homemade. And if you only can go to one place, this would probably be, if you were driving from hours away, come on Sunday. But it's very, very good. So that's it. The Ladies of the Duke. Next up is a store and a dairy and a cheesemaker, and that is Valentino's. Valentino Cheese and Dairy has been around for a long time in Lawrence County. They have a relatively new facility that they bought, remodeled, and moved into in Union Township, and that is at 2223 State Street, Newcastle. And they make cheese there. They make ricotta cheese there that is the best ricotta cheese that you will have ever had. It's what I call loaf ricotta. It's dry. When they make it, it's like a round wheel, and then they cut it in half, and it looks like a little loaf. And that's the only, that I either make my own ricotta or I use theirs. And that's the only kind I use. It's phenomenal for everything. The best thing for lasagna. I mean, it's awesome. And you can go to their store and buy that ricotta cheese, but they have very limited hours. So they're open Monday through Saturday from 8 until 11, but on Tuesday and Thursday they're open till noon. So if you can get there, this is what they have. They not only make ricotta cheese, they make ravioli, stuffed shells, and cavatelli. And then on the holidays, they have basket cheese, which they are famous for their basket cheese. You can only get that at like Christmas and Easter. And then they also make manicotti for Christmas and Easter. So I recommend highly that you try some point in your life to get the Valentinos because it's awesome, unbelievably awesome. Their ricotta cheese is just amazing. So try to get there and get some for your next lasagna that you plan to make. I mean, you won't regret it. If you don't want to make anything, you can just buy their stuff because their ravioli is also awesome. That is Valentino's. Next up is another one of the places we went for only pizza, and that is VentiSei. VentiSei Wine Bar and Pizzeria is at 1409 Wilson Avenue in Newcastle. That's Newcastle's east side. They are hidden in a little neighborhood. I would say they were a hidden gem. They're more than a hidden gem. They're they're one of those places where you want to tell all your friends about it, but maybe you don't want to tell all your friends about it. It's the neatest place.
Without a doubt, my favorite pizza from the Pizza Podcast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So their hours are limited. They're open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 4 till 11. And usually they have some sort of music, especially like on Friday and Saturday, but they have some sort of music. What it is, it's an old church, and they remodeled this place. The church part of it is very cool. It's where the bar is. And then they added a room onto the back and a big patio. And then they have like a kind of a garden that has fire pits and places to sit. It's really, for being in a little neighborhood, it is an incredibly awesome place to go and just like hang out, have a glass of wine, have some pizza.
It is one of those places like, because it is hidden in a neighborhood, you turn to go in and you enter the like gravel garden area with the fire pits, and it's like you've gone through a portal.
Yes.
Into a much fancier place.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't feel like you're in a neighborhood. It's just this wonderful Italian pizzeria and winery.
Yes, and it's run by Denny and Mike, who are known for their fantastic wines. Now, I say this, I'm not, okay, maybe I am a wine snob, but local wines to me, especially Western Pennsylvania local wines, taste like popsicles. They might as well be a melted popsicle because they're so sweet and grapey. They don't taste like wine. But VentiSei, their wine tastes like wine. They make an excellent Cab Sauv. Excellent. They have a winemaker's blend that is my favorite. I just love it. Their selection of reds is very, very good. Now, they've added a sweet wine for the people that have to have a sweet wine. But what they did with that sweet wine is they have a white wine too. And then they have a rosé.
And let me tell you, they make wine slushies, and if you get a blend of the white and the Concord grape or the white and the rosé in the slushies, oh, it's the best on a hot day.
Yeah, they're very, very good. Any of the wines, you can get a glass, by the bottle. You can have a wine slushie. They have several different pizzas you can get, and I am telling you, their pizza.
And also they have pepperoni puffs and...
Oh, yeah, the pepperoni puffs are awesome.
My goodness.
Those are awesome. I love them.
They're fantastic.
They have several different pizzas, different toppings, all sorts of different things. They have a fig and arugula pizza that is incredible. They also make, like Anna said, the pepperoni puffs. I just went and got, I'm currently on their menu right now, and it's expanded a lot since last year. So they have a lot of stuff. They also do a gondola. They have like 8 different ways that you can have a gondola. It looks like a little boat, and it's full of stuff. He does that Naples pizza that's like a pizza. Literally, it's a pizza folded in half. It's a, what is this called?
Like a stromboli?
No, it's called a portafoglio. So, and they have a, I mean, their meatballs and sauce are really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also have garlic knots. They have bread and dipping oil. So one time we went there and we got, I'm telling you what, I thought they were going to be rolling me out. We got dipping oil and bread and garlic knots and pepperoni puffs to share on the table. And then we got our food. I mean, it was like, it was great. It was actually my birthday. We did that. But VentiSei is one of my very favorite places to go. And I very highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. And it's just like knowing a secret place and going to it. And that's one of the coolest things because, you know, to take your friends to a place like that and say, come on, I know this cool place. And like I said, that's up on Newcastle's east side, just off of Route 65. Now, the last place on the list, we also did on our pizza podcast, Only Pizza, and that is Vinny's Pizza and Restaurant in Elwood City. It's at 620 Beaver Avenue, Elwood City. They're open Monday through Thursday from 11 till 8 and Friday 11 to 9, Saturday 4 to 9. Vinny's has a wonderful, wonderful full Italian menu of everything Italian. They also have pizza, which is why, of course, we did the podcast.
And their desserts are great.
Yes. They make a great sauce. Their meatballs are really good. I always laugh about this, but they have every different kind of pasta. So you can just get what your favorite shape of pasta is with sauce and meatballs. You know what I mean? It's just like they have everything. Their pizza's very good, but they also have a lot of good pub food because they have, like, the back is a dining room. No, the front. We always go to the wrong entrance of Vinny's because we used to do a farmer's market behind Vinny's, and I thought that was the main entrance, but that's the entrance to the bar. So they have a nice big bar on one side, and the other side is a dining room, and then they do have a great big room that you can rent for stuff, but it's a nice place to go. The food is great. The service is great. They have takeout, and they have a takeout window. However, the takeout window is a bit horrifying because you have to drive into oncoming traffic and cross it to get to the takeout window to be on the driver's side. Like if you had a passenger who was going to be doing the work, not too bad. But if you are picking it up as the driver, that's a little horrifying because you have to, like, seriously cut across traffic and, you know. That aside, great food. So that's the place that we went for our first trip on the Passport. And my husband got spaghetti and meatballs, regular spaghetti and meatballs, and I got gnocchi and meat. You can get like a meatball or sausage or one of each. And they bring out a little thing of fresh bread with dipping oil. It's delicious. It's very simple, very delicious dipping oil for the bread. And the pasta was wonderful. I mean, it's good. We eat down there fairly often, and everything's always good. So Vinny's is definitely a great place. So if you enjoy good Italian food, I would recommend any of these places. These are places that we go to. I mean, we don't eat out a lot, but it sounds like it. But these are the places we like to go to. So this, I think, would be a really fun project to do if you download that Passport and just make an effort to go to these places. You don't have to stick to the sauce, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to get spaghetti. But that would also be fun, too, to kind of taste out everybody's spaghetti and meatballs or whatever. I hope you try this out because I think it'll be really fun. We do a lot of fun stuff here in Lawrence County, and anything related to food makes it even more fun.
For more information about the Visit Lawrence County Sunday Sauce Trail, go to visitlawrencecounty.com. Links to all of the restaurants and to the sauce trail information will be posted in the show notes. And also make sure to check out us online on Facebook and Threads at Mary Mac Bakehouse, on Instagram at Mary Mac Bakehouse and Mary Mac Podcast, and on our website, marymacpodcast.com.